What's up with it? What's up with it? What's up with it? Back with another one. Yeah, I didn't change my shirt. I changed my hat though. From the last video. My Red Bull. Keep me up. Today, before I say what's going on with y'all, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. I love all my fans. That's also my Twitter. Make sure to do up with everything. You feel me? Make sure you fuck with me. You want to buy some merch? Hit me up. Got the website going. I got my brother revamping and shit. I got shorts on. You can't see my shorts, but yeah. About to get into it. Like, comment, subscribe, all that. So this video is about the time I went to a psych ward. Let's get into it. So I was fucking with this girl, and we were together for like a year and 6 months. And that year and 6 months was full of bullshit and drama and shit. Like, she wasn't a good person. And I was young. So I was like 18, fresh out of high school. I was 17 and I just turned 18. So I actually I met her at a club back in the day. It was a club in the city called Club Faith, which is what they have called, what is it now? City Nights. Call it City Nights now. But on Thursdays was gay night, so they call it Club Faith, and I think they changed it from that to call it the Crib. But the motherfuckers was racist as fuck, but that's a whole nother story. So I met her in the club, and it was the end of the night. You know, back then we had pagers, and I think everybody started getting Metro phones like back then or whatever, right? So I was trying to get this girl number. I don't even know. I don't even remember the girl who I was trying to get the number from. But I was trying to get her number, right? And then I asked the girl that ended up being my girlfriend, I'm like, hey, you got a pen? She like, oh yeah, I got a pen. And so she like left to go get a pen. I'm like, thank you. Got the paper, right? I start trying to write the number down. The pen don't work. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, hey, this pen don't work. She's like, oh, I got you. So she ran off again and got another pen. And the thing about it was, if you ask somebody like, hey, you got a pen? You already know. Like in the club, bitch, I'm about to get your number. But I wasn't trying to get her number. I was trying to get this other bitch number. So I got the other bitch number too. But then I was like, damn, let me just get this bitch number too, because this bitch keep going to get the pens and shit from me. So I got her number, all the shit. We started dating. Man, so what happened was I was working at Home Depot. And I was going to school and I was working at Home Depot. And I had regular hours. It wasn't like I worked too much. I wasn't working 7 days a week. I was working 5 days a week. You know, sometimes my schedule might be 10 to 6, or, you know, I might do a 12 to 8 or something like that, or close, whatever the case may be. But I had a regular job. You know what I'm saying? I never the type, no disrespect to anybody, but I never was that nigga in the street. I never sold nothing in the street. I always had regular jobs, you know? So we was fucking with each other, and we hung out with some of my homies. It was like her friends, my partners. We all went to go eat, and we was just chilling. It was cool. And then one day I was at the house with her. We woke up in the morning. She like, oh, I'm finna go to so-and-so house. They making breakfast. I'm like, so we invited or just you invited? And she's like, oh, no, I mean, you want to come? It was one of them things where, bitch, you know you invited. I'm not invited. That's my homie, though. That's a stud. But you're going to eat breakfast with this nigga. And you ain't even made me no breakfast. That's weird. That's hella odd. Like, bitch, you a weirdo. You know what I'm saying? Like, you a cheating ass bitch. So I'm like, I'm the type of nigga, like, even if I know what the fuck you got going on, in my mind, I know. My heart, spirit, I know. But I'm gonna make you think I'm a dumbass nigga. So I'm like, oh yeah, go have fun. Go ahead, get you some breakfast. Yeah. Don't bring me nothing back. It's good. I'm gonna eat. So she do that. Like 2 weeks later, we just driving in the car. And she's like, I gotta tell you something. I'm like, what's up? She was like, I cheated on you. I was like, really? Oh, you did? And she's like, yeah. So I get out the car. Like, she stops at a stop sign or stops at a stoplight. And I just get out the car right where we're at. Like, we were somewhere in Berkeley, but I just got out. And so she's like, Shorty, I love you. I'm sorry. My little sister told me to tell you that I should tell you. I'm like, you're 24 years old. I'm 18. You got 3 kids. 2 baby daddies. And you cheat on me? I shouldn't even talk to you. Because, at first, she told me she had 2 kids. But she really had 3. Like, the older one was with her dad. Like, her dad raised that baby. But don't tell me you got 2 kids and you got 3. I'm 18 years old. Like, this is weird. You feel me? And you cheat on me with my partner. Okay. That's whatever. You know what I'm saying? Most people out here, like, well, anywhere in the world, it's like they always do shit with somebody that you know. You know what I'm saying? Or it's never like a random motherfucker. Like, damn, where the fuck that bitch from? Oh, you don't know her. She from San Jose. Like, it never be that shit. It's never the scenario. It's always your homie, this and that. So I'm like, okay. So she tells me that or whatever. And it's all good. Mind you, she not telling me everything. Because I felt like something was up. And so I guess she told me what she wanted me to know, but I needed more clarity for me, for my closure. So when I'm leaving your ass, bitch, I know what the fuck going on. And so, and plus I felt like I deserved it to know that. Excuse me. So I'm like, I gotta find this girl. I need to talk to her. I'm hot, right? I'm mad. I go up to meet up with my partner. I'm like, hey, I need to talk to her. Like, you got her number? What's going on? They're like, man, yeah, I got her number. So I guess we called or whatever and found out that she was at John George. And I'm like, what the fuck is John George? And they like, that's the crazy house. I'm like, the crazy house? What the fuck? They're like, yeah, it's for, like, it's the psych ward. I'm like, I said, this bitch cheated on me with a motherfucker that is in the psych ward? And then come to find out, this bitch been to the psych ward. Mind you, I'm hanging around. This is where I learned at 18 years old that whoever your girlfriend or boyfriend's friends are, I don't give a fuck how cool they are with you. They are not your friends. All these motherfuckers that was hanging around, chilling, laughing, kikiing, all that shit. These motherfuckers knew this bitch been to John George before and never told me. I'm fucking with a psychopath. And y'all not gonna say nothing? Okay. So, I go up to John George. I'm like, hey, I need to talk to this person. What's up? They're like, oh, you came at the wrong time, visiting hours, all the shit. I'm like, okay. So, I guess it wasn't meant for me to talk to them because it was kind of like, if you think about it, like you went to John George to talk to somebody who's in a psych ward. Like, what real sense was that going to make? Did it make? And what closure would you have gotten from somebody who's unstable as fuck right now? So I was just an 18-year-old Scorpio upset. Like, this weird ass bitch cheating on me. And I'm trying to figure out what, why, who, and where. So, long story short, fast forward, she gets out the psych ward, or whatever the case may be. I start fucking with a bitch she used to fuck with. And that's just how it was back then. When you were young little stud. Somebody fuck with your bitch, you fuck with their ex-bitch or the bitch they with right now. And that was like the revenge. The revenge of the studs. That's what the fuck it was. You play that game, I'm gonna play that game even harder. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it was back then. And now I think about it, it's really Jeremy. So I started fucking with a bitch that she was fucking with. And she had called on the phone one day when I was at her house. And so I was like, man, get off the phone with her. Like, man, is she in jail or what the fuck going on? Like, no. So I seen her at the park. And she called herself having an issue with me. She was trying to pocket check me and all this weird stuff. I'm like, what? So, like, at that time, I'm 18. Everybody knows me as the nice person, like the nice shorty, but nobody knows the angry side. There's people that to this day that's never seen my angry side. And I try to keep it that way because I don't like that part of me. If I get to that level, you done did something to me, or it didn't build up to the point where it ain't no return. So, like, guess we got in the middle of the street. She hit me one time, and I wasn't thinking. And I had it on me. And my friend was like, no, that's not the way to go. I didn't give a fuck at the moment. And then it was my best friend Lita was just like, you not finna do that shit over none of these weird bitches. Because it was kind of like our beef was really with my ex-girlfriend that she had fucked on, and then me fucking on her ex-girlfriend type of shit. So, you know, at the end of the day, if I didn't listen to my friends, or if they wasn't there, things could have been went another way, a whole nother way that it didn't need to go, because it wasn't worth it. You know what I'm saying? Those type of moments you have to think about, and that's some real shit. Just think about it, like, wow, I was 18 and I could have threw my whole life away over my respect. Because at the end of the day, it was more so of my respect. Like, nigga, you sat in my face, nigga, and then you fucked on the broad that I was fucking with. Then, you know, you got mad because I fucked on the broad that you was fucking with. Like, you know. So, I ultimately just was trying to go to that psych ward to see what the fuck was really going on. I got the whole story. When we got older, me and the stud kind of squashed the beef, and it was cool. We good. Like, if I see her now, it's like, what's up with it? It's good. You know, it was hella years ago. I don't give a fuck. They apologized. I apologized. It's a difference than somebody doing something hella bogus to you, not apologizing for it, not giving a fuck about it, and just thinking everything cool. Like, why you tripping? No. If you wrong, you wrong. You know what I'm saying? So, the moral of the story is, Know who you fucking with before you fuck with them. Because if I would have known that girl went to a cycle work before, I never fucked with her. Even if I tried to grasp the fact of what was going on and try to understand why she went or what her situation was, it don't matter. Like, you went there. Like, that's cool. You need your help, or if they had to take you, or whatever the fuck it may be, but I'm good. I didn't fuck with bitches that should have been in the psych ward, but I'm just, and that's type of stuff like that. You need to tell somebody that you about your life. Like, I shouldn't have to find out randomly from one of your cousins. Like, yeah, she been here before. That's weird. So that was the first time and only time I went up to John George just to get answers. I eventually got the answers I needed, which ultimately, is why I'm not with that girl no more. And she had a lot going on. She was never the one. They never are. Sorry to say. I don't trust anybody. Not one soul. Nobody. The only thing I trust is the Holy Spirit. God himself. That's it. The higher, the most high. It go the most high and then me. That's it. I don't trust anybody. I don't trust my mama. What'd that tell you? I don't trust my mama. She did one thing that made me not trust her. I don't trust her. So I don't trust nobody. So, trust don't live here no more. But yeah, man. Know who you fucking with. Make good decisions. And don't fuck up your life, because this shit could have been a whole nother motherfucking way. Alright, until next time. Peace, love, and grind. I don't know why I did that.